This is Roger with Wheel Kinetics in Tucson, Arizona. We're selling this truck. It is a 2003 Ford F350 Crew Cab Long Bed. It's a 6.0 turbo diesel. It's four-wheel drive. It's a Lariat, which is leather, and it's an FX4 off-road package, which is Rancho suspension installed at the Ford factory. This truck has 126,950 miles on it. It was a trade-in to a new car dealer here in Tucson. If they can't sell anything that's over 10 years old or has over 100,000 miles on their used car lot, or they would. This is a really nice truck. They can't get financing from their finance companies when they have over 10 years or over 100,000 miles. So I generally buy all of them that are this nice, and this is a really nice truck. Once we get them in, we do about a 2-hour inspection. That inspection is a driving inspection, measurements, fluids, put it in the air, take the wheels off. This is what they look like in general, and then I have my little cheat sheets over here. This one needed a glow plug module. It needed rear brake pads. The passenger mirror wasn't working, and we replaced that. We also gave it a Rotella oil change and filter. Other than that, it's a really nice truck. There's a little tiny ding on the rear, rear of the cab. I will show you. I'm going to walk around and show you in the video what we can. My brother will take this out and he'll do 50 to 70 HD pictures. In that HD picture setup, you will be able to click on the pictures, and there's a like a microscope type of thing where you can zoom in on every small detail. Cosmetically, there's no excuse for not knowing what you're buying. Between this 15-minute video and between his HD pictures with the zoom deal, there should be no surprises here at all. We tell you everything that we know about the vehicle. 500 or 600 people a day will see this truck. We don't need to have the wrong person buy this vehicle. So making sure that everything is disclosed is critical to our sanity. We need the right person to buy the vehicle. I did notice it's got air ride, and it's got one of the little built-in compressors in it. That compressor makes a bunch of racket, which tells us it still works, but it tells us that it's about to go out. And they run between $150 and $200. This one still works. It just makes a bunch of noise. Again, this is part of how we sell vehicles. We don't tell people everything's perfect when it's not, and when there's an issue that we know about or that we see coming, we will tell you, and that is definitely coming. It still works fine, but it makes a bunch of noise. So at some point somebody did something to this handle. I'm not really sure what they did there, but it's a little off there. Really straight for a long bed. Usually long beds are all dinged up because it's a little bit harder to drive. Tires are nice. Michelin's all the way around. I would say at least 50% tread. I saw a ding somewhere. Where was that ding? There's a ding right there. And there's a ding right here. And the one on the cab is the one I wanted to show you. It's right there. Other than that, a couple little minor rock chips or very minor scrapes. I'm gonna fire this thing up. 126,950 miles. I'm gonna open up the hood. We're gonna be looking for Ford stamps on the both sides of the core supported on the fenders, which would indicate that nothing's ever been replaced. There's your Ford stamp there. There's your Ford stamp there. Stickers where they belong. There's the emissions. There's your Ford stamp right there. And there's your Ford stamp there. nice truck. I think I just saw another ding. Right there. I don't know if you can see it on the camera or not. Like I said, it's really important for us to pick these things apart. So, especially if you're one of our many customers who pay by wire and ship, we need these vehicles with a little bit of, looks like paint or something on that seat. We need these vehicles to ship to you, and for you to get them and say to yourself that they're nicer than you saw in the videos. To do that, I really need to be tough on these vehicles so that there's no ambiguity, no surprises. Surprises suck. They don't do us any good at all. There's the heated seats, seat back, seat forward, full seat up, full seat down, rear seat cushion up and down, front seat cushion up and down. It's in good shape. There's a little bit, that's in the die. I can't feel anything there, but that's in the die, so it's not going to tear. It's more cosmetic than anything. You do have a full manual here. There's a wheel lock. So you got a wheel lock and you got a manual. Let's see if I can recreate the noise the pump is making so you can hear it. Obviously you don't really need air ride, it's got its own suspension, but again, this is part of how we do things. We need you to know what you're buying, or this whole thing doesn't work. Driver window, passenger window, passenger rear window, driver rear window. Let's see, mirrors, out, in, down, up. Other side, out, in, up, down. That is a new mirror, by the way. Let's see. Door locks. There you go. Heated seat. Seat forward. Seat back. Seat up. Seat down. Tilt up. Tilt down. Tilt up. Tilt down. Seat's in really good shape. Let's see, make sure there's no surprises under this mat. Alright, let's see if I can recreate that pump noise. I don't know if it'll make it when it's already pumped up or not, but hear it? No, you can let air out by doing this. Anyway, there's your adjustable pedals. That's down. That's up. Trailer brake control here. Alright, let me get in here and close the door and get a seatbelt on. Alright, moonroof. Let's make sure we've got a moonroof that works here. That. Let me back this thing up a little bit, straighten it out so we can see the instrument cluster a little bit better. Look at that glare. Alright, let's see. Alright, we're going to put it into 4 low. Now we're in 4 low. Drive. And reverse. 4 low, that works fine. Now I'm going to put it in neutral. I'm going to go to 4 high. Now we're in 4 high. Drive. And reverse. Perfect. Alright, now we're going to go to neutral. I'm going to go to 2 wheel. over two-wheel drive. I'm going to put it in park. We have, obviously we have cruise control. I'm going to tilt the wheel down. Tilt works fine. Tow haul, that's on and off. Radio, let's see if the radio works here.
What's your name?
I-97. Not want to miss it.
Tell me how you want.
Radio works fine. CD player, it says CD6, so it's obviously it's a 6-disc changer. There's the air. Fan down. Alright, everything works there. Let's go for a ride. Alright, it's on a clear title, so if you come to Tucson to drive it home, you're going to pay dock fee and taxes. Dock fee is $250. Taxes are 2% city sales tax here in Tucson, plus whatever your state tax rate is. If you're one of our friends who flies down here all the time from Alaska, their state tax rate is 0. So they just pay 2% tax and a $250 dock fee and they go home. Arizona's state tax rate is 6.1%. So an Arizona resident pays 8.1. That's our 2% city tax plus the state of 6.1. If your state tax rate is 3%, for example, you're going to pay 5%. Your 3 plus R2 and a $250 dock fee. You pay by wire and ship, no tax, no dock fees. You deal with whatever taxes or motor vehicle fees you have to deal with when it gets to you. All right. Once we receive full payment by wire, we will sign the title off to you, notarize it, scan it into your online file. And you'll be able to see it even before it mails out to you. We even scan in the envelope that we mail it to you in. We also scan in to your file the title we got from the new car dealer. Everything that we have, you will have. There are no secrets here. This is the secret to our success, is not having secrets. Okay? Quiet for a second here. Anyhow, let's see. Deposit. Please get your deposit. Once we have a deposit, we have a deal. Until we have a deposit, it's for sale. Once we receive a deposit, we'll put your name in a banner over the truck at wheelkinetics.com, and you'll know it's yours and it's no longer for sale. The last thing I say this at this point of every video on every vehicle. I'm not singling out this truck, okay? There is, by the way, 8.1% taxes, and look at our roads. Our roads are brutal. You would think it snows here every day. It's Tucson. It never snows. Hardly ever rains. So, more proof that taxes don't approve anything. Anyway, let's see. Back to I get on that rant once in a while. It irritates the crap out of me. Back it up here. All right. This vehicle is out of warranty by Ford standards. The people who built it, the designers, the engineers, said a certain number of miles, certain number of years, we know what's going to happen. After that, we don't. They built it. They know more than we know, right? We didn't build it, so if they say that's the end of their warranty, that means they don't know. We don't know more than they know. So there's risk involved, okay? We put this thing through a pretty rigorous inspection. It doesn't mean that a week from now, after you buy it, you know, it's not going to need an injector. It may. If it needs an injector, go get an injector. If it needs a windshield wiper motor, go get a windshield wiper motor. It may need nothing for 5 years. This is a hell of a nice truck. Whoever owned it took great care of it. When you see Michelin tires on 03 trucks, it generally means that somebody older owned it, especially when they're this straight and they're not all dinged up. Generally, it means that somebody older and very responsible owned this truck. But just make sure that you deal in reality and know that sooner or later some of the money you saved on this truck will have to be spent on a repair. And that's about it. Pretty nice truck though. Thank you very much.